Welcome to another trade recap where I'm day trading S&P futures on an Apex evaluation account. You can sign up for your own Apex account with my link in the description and use my coupon code for 50% off the first month and 50% off all recurring months. So this is actually the last trade recap for this particular evaluation account because, spoiler alert, I finally hit the evaluation profit target in this video. Stick around to the end where I'll share some thoughts on trading this evaluation account with extremely strict risk management and also some tips on how you can pass your own prop firm evaluations in a responsible way. So I actually go into the office for my day job every Tuesday, so in the early morning I was patiently observing price to see if I could find a good setup that met all my entry requirements before I had to leave for work. Price was just chopping around non-stop, and it looked like pretty dangerous trading conditions that could easily chop traders out. I was about to give up and go to work when finally I see an energetic move downwards that shifted short-term market structure to be bearish. I saw that price had grabbed pre-market liquidity beforehand and formed a small 1-minute fair value gap on the way down that was within the displacement range. The only thing I wasn't sure of was whether I had higher time frame confluence or not. Price was just so choppy that it wasn't clear where it was headed. I measured out where my profit target would be and was shocked to see that it exactly matched how much profit I needed to hit the profit goal. I took that as a clear sign to take the trade, as it was simply meant to be. After a bit of drawdown where I almost get stopped out, sellers finally do show up and price starts plummeting. In my excitement when setting up the order, I mistakenly set the profit target too close, but luckily I realized this in time and move it down before it gets hit. Unfortunately, I accidentally look at the wrong number on the side and move my profit target to VWAP, which was one tick above my intended profit target. So when price flushes through my target, I notice that I'm literally 60 cents away from the $53,000 passing account balance. Thankfully, I'm able to get that last dollar by taking a quick MES trade for 2 ticks shortly afterwards, and I'm pleased to announce that I've officially passed this Apex 50K evaluation. Just wanted to show the daily P&L history and equity curve for the life of this evaluation account and provide some key data points. Passing this evaluation took 41 trading days, during which I took a total of 81 trades. I had an overall win rate of 52%, which is maybe a little skewed because some of these trades, especially the earlier ones, didn't meet all my entry requirements, and I also refined these requirements as I got better at identifying higher probability setups. I did my best to let all my trades fully play out, but there were definitely some trades earlier on that I closed early, so these messed up my true win rate a bit. I'll start with a clean slate to track my funded accounts win rate, and I'll make it a point from the start to let every single trade fully play out to get a more accurate win rate for it. Hopefully, it can be higher than 52%. So I've actually passed many Apex evaluations before this one, some of which are documented in my earlier videos, but passing this particular one took the longest by far and was also the most rewarding by far due to my focus on following strict risk management rules of a maximum risk per trade and a maximum daily loss limit. I've documented every single trade taken on this evaluation account for all to see, whether in recap videos or in trade screenshots in my community tab. And while there have clearly been ups and downs along the way, this is definitely the most consistent I've ever been in my trading career so far. Sizing down and sticking to strict risk management rules allowed for extended downswings and also prevented tilt trading for the most part. I only took a single tilt trade over the past 2 months, which actually resulted in quite a big setback, so I never did it again. Tracking my win rate and equity curve helped put these downswings in perspective and helped me maintain confidence and continue taking trades without hesitation, which was necessary to snap out of them. I also followed the same ICT setup throughout the entire account, which allowed me to keep practicing and refining it, and I gradually got better at identifying higher probability setups as I gained more experience. These are just a few of the biggest lessons I learned from trading this evaluation account, and I discussed them in greater detail in my trading lessons video linked in the video card. One last thing I wanted to mention that I didn't talk about in the trading lessons video was that not having any pressure to pass within a certain time limit was so important for my psychology. Right from the start of the evaluation, I decided that I was going to stick to my risk management rules no matter what, even if this meant that it would take multiple months to pass. I know a lot of people don't want to pay more than a month of fees, but in my opinion, paying additional monthly fees is worth taking the pressure off passing within a time limit, as putting that pressure on yourself will usually lead to irresponsible trading, whether it be oversizing or taking suboptimal setups that can easily result in failing the evaluation. You really just have to view the monthly fees as paying for healthier trader psychology. Most of the times I've passed evaluations in the past have all been within a month, and I realize now that I had very poor risk management when trading those accounts because I was trying to hit the profit target so quickly. They all involved oversizing, overtrading, taking poor setups, making emotional trading decisions, and honestly resembled gambling in many ways. These bad habits, of course, carried over onto the funded accounts, where I would similarly try to make a lot of money really quickly, using the same kind of irresponsible trading that just isn't sustainable for the long term. This time, however, will be different. I'll continue to use the strict risk management rules and the same ICT setup that I've been practicing on my evaluation account for the new funded account. Apex actually now gives you the option of paying a one-time fee for funded accounts, which I opted for, so I really won't be in any rush to grow it quickly. Since there's no profit target anymore, I'm going to take as long as I need to grow this thing as high as I can, and of course I'll be bringing y'all along for this next leg of my journey towards achieving consistent profitability. As always, thanks for watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe so you're notified of the next time I post a trade recap, which will be on the new funded account. In the meantime, I'll continue posting daily profit and loss updates on the funded account in my channel's community tab.